Hello, everybody. Spencer Dupuis here on the Berg. Got a very exciting interview for you. I finally get to meet this man formally, Constable Nick Dupuis from the Windsor Police Department, Amherstburg branch. I hope I said that right here.
That's right. You got it right.
Awesome. Here in the studio today to talk all about the Cram Cruiser event. This is the second one he was telling me, and this time it's to support Wings Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Nick, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for coming in today.
Yeah, I'm very great. So thanks so much for having me on today.
No problem. I mean, thank you for everything that you do. You're very community involved. Obviously, we're going to talk about this event, but let's talk about you. Like you've been doing different events over the last year. I've really seen. Like, is this something that has just happened over the last year? Is this something that you've always been, fond of doing for the community? Have you been doing this for years now?
Well, I've always tried to take an active role in the community. It wasn't until this past year, 2024, when I got this position, and my job is to engage with the community. I am the community service officer for the town of Amherstburg, so my job is to engage with the community in a positive way. Try to get involved in as many events as I can, try to host events. I try to give presentations on different aspects of safety, home safety. I'm involved with a lot of the schools. I do the VIP programming in the schools. So it has now become my job, but it is also something that I'm very passionate about, and I like doing it. We talked about it off the air, but I enjoy doing this stuff. It's not just part of my job. It's something I like doing. I like being involved, and like I mentioned, there's so many good people in the town that a lot of times it doesn't feel like I'm doing my job. I'm just out there helping and having a great time while I'm doing it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're a family man too. So when you see, parents out with their youngsters, does it remind you of, your family and whatnot? You're putting on these events and whatnot, trying to, promote whatever it is, obviously in a good, positive way, and help shape the youth a little bit in this town?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's probably one of the best parts of my job, is to engage with the youth that are in our community. I remember growing up as a kid and being very interested in police and all the equipment and the cars. And, outside of VIP, which I had when I was in grade 6, there's not that many opportunities to engage with a police officer and speak to a police officer and see that equipment and the cars. So whenever I have a chance in my job, in my new role, I try to connect with the kids in our community. I try to show them my equipment. I try to give them a tour of the car. I try to be as friendly as I possibly can with them and show them who I am. I think it's important for them to know their police officers in their town and be comfortable around them too. After speaking with these kids, they are much more comfortable with the police. We're not just a uniform anymore, and they have to be afraid of us. It's much more engaging. Mm-hmm. And like I said, that's one of the best parts of my job is to speak to the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of kids at this one, this event you got coming up on March 29th, because as I said earlier, the Cram Cruiser event to support Wings Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Everybody loves animals. Last year it was the mission, so you're obviously, very charitable, helping out different organizations here in Amherstburg. Should be a great turnout. Is this going to be something that you change yearly, do you think, or do you not know yet at this time? Like different organization you want to help out?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I feel like there is a balance to my position as well. There are so many good organizations in this town. There are so many good events, charitable events that are going on all the time. So there is a balance. I don't think we need to push the community too much, especially in kind of tougher times when people don't have as much security at home. But it is something that I'd like to run regularly. As we talked about it before, I ran Cram Cruiser last year as well here at Sobeys, and it was for the mission, and it was very successful. And this year, I'm hoping that this event is a big hit as well. We're going to be doing Cram Cruiser for the Wings Rehabilitation Center. They're on County Road 10 here in town. Again, another great organization. And if this one turns out to be a success, then absolutely we'll consider doing it again. But no guarantee on what it will be for or who will support. But if the timing's right and and everything kind of works out, then yeah, I would like to run another one every year if I can.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, right? Like it's always fun to give back, and you're quite used to doing that here in this town. So this year at No Frills on the 29th, this month, March 29th from 11 until 2, you going to be there like right inside or outside collecting these goods? You going to have a huge box, or are you cramming like the trunk of a police cruiser or
So last year we crammed 2 full police cruisers.
Wow.
Full, and I mean full, like they were full to the top of the windows, so I can't say that that's going to happen this year, but yes, I'm going to be there, and hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed, I'm going to have some auxiliary officers with me, and hopefully some other volunteers there to assist me as well. So yeah, we will have police cruisers on scene to put items, donated items directly into the police cars, and we are actually cramming a cruiser. So, but I'll be there, and like I said, there'll be some other officers there as well. There'll be some police cars there. I'll be at the front doors. We'll have some banners set up. I'll have a table with maybe some giveaways and some swag there as well for those who decide to donate. And, big thanks to No Frills as well for this one, because I mean, they're just huge supporters. And we talked about all the good organizations in town, and No Frills is one of them. Anytime I reach out to them for something, they're happy to assist. And I know they're already kind of getting stuff ready in the store and putting stuff near the front to make it easier for the customers. So big shout out to No Frills for helping out with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to No Frills. They're great. They're great people. Pretty much every business in this town is phenomenal. We have a great community here, and you're someone that oversees this community every day. And looking back on last year, the Cram Cruiser here, I thought it was just a trunk. No, you filled up 2 squad cars. What did you, 2-part question, what did you expect last year? And now from last year going into this event this year, what do you expect this year?
Well, I had no idea what to expect last year. I'll tell you that. I was very green. I was fairly new to this position at this time last year. So I set up this event, and I did not know what to expect. I never would have anticipated that we would fill up 2 full police cars with donated items. We had a bit of a slow start, and that's kind of how I thought it would go. And yeah, we would maybe fill up the back seat of the police car or something, and I would have saw that as a success. And then an hour into it, and I'm asking for another police car to come out because we're filling up the first one. So I can't say that that's going to happen this time, but based on some of the reactions and the responses that I've seen online, I'm excited. I'm excited because I think it's got the potential to be great. And I'm not excited for me. I'm excited for Wings, that this is going to be something that could be very helpful for them. And I have a list here of all the stuff that they're looking for, and I've gone over this list with the staff at Wings a few times, because we've added some stuff and we've deleted some stuff as well. We're trying to narrow it down to things that they absolutely need this time of year, because I mean, there are stuffs that they do need through the winter months or in the fall, but we're being very specific on the stuff that they need for going forward in the spring. So the latest list that I'll be posting in the next couple days is the stuff they absolutely need right now, and I'm excited to get this stuff to them. So any support that we can get for this event is appreciated. Regardless of what it is, regardless of whether we fill 2 police cruisers or not, anything helps. And that's the truth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And social media, where are you going to be posting at? Like in all the different Amherstburg groups, caremongering, or where else? You on Instagram as well?
I started out a couple weeks ago. I posted on Facebook as well as Instagram under my accounts, just as like a community spotlight on a great organization. So I've made a couple posts since then. These posts kind of give a little bit of a background on what the organization does, and then I started posting some pictures of the animals, which people love, and then all of the supplies and things that they need to do their job. And I also included on my most recent post was the flyer that I've created that has the list of the needed items. And again, I'm going to refine that list, and you'll see a new post this week. So you'll see a new post on Monday, and it'll have the most updated list of the things that they're looking for. And yeah, absolutely. I'm going to start branching out and maybe post something on the caremongering group. And then hopefully we can get something on the Rivertown Times as well. And I mean, anywhere else. I'm going to be dropping off a flyer at No Frills and probably other places in town as well. So you'll see me out walking around and posting things here and there as well. Word of mouth and boots on the ground never hurts.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, you can expect that updated list on my Facebook and my Instagram page next week.
Awesome. And I got to ask, was this your idea? Like how involved you are on social media? It's not very often that you see, a police officer that has become kind of an internet star in a sense. You're very well known all over social media. Was that your idea, or was that the Windsor Police Department Amherstburg branch idea?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't consider myself a star by any means. Like I said, I think we talked off the air. I'm just trying to do my job well. And when I first got into this position, what I thought was lacking was an online presence here in town. And I think it's very important. And where we are right now with social media, to have that footprint in town here is it's very worthwhile to what we're doing, and to show the public and show the community what we're doing, what efforts we're taking. That was my decision, and Windsor Police is behind me. I'm in constant communication with their corporate communications department on what I'm doing, making sure it's okay. I have them look at stuff that I put out on social media to refine it and maybe put it into better wording. But I think it's very important. It's definitely opened up doors for people to see what the police are doing when they maybe didn't see that before. And again, my job is to engage with the community in a positive way. So I want people to see the positive stuff that we're doing. And it's not just me. I'm the one, of course, that's posting the stuff online. But it's all the officers in town. We have 30 great officers that work here at the Amherstburg Detachment. And I can tell you that each of those officers are tremendous. They're all great people. And they're all doing great things out there all the time. You're just seeing the stuff that I do. And sometimes I try to post some of the stuff that the other officers are doing as well, including kind of what led me to this event for Wings. It was about this time, probably a year ago, when a couple of our officers found a baby deer. They were alerted to a baby deer that had gotten trapped in a breakwall along the water. So those officers, risked their own safety and went down there, and they grabbed the deer. And like everybody else from Amherstburg and even myself growing up in LaSalle, the first group we think of calling when you find an injured animal is Wings. And that's what those two officers did. They had this injured deer, and they called up Wings and brought the deer over to them. And the deer was cared for until the fall, when it was released back into the wild. So, there's officers out there doing great things, and that's a great example of when Wings was involved, and probably one of the reasons which led me to creating this event that we have now on March 29th.
Awesome. So you're a team player. You literally are. You want to post what other officers are doing too. You're a team player. I love it.
Yeah, it's not just about me, and yeah, I can be the face of the social media for Amherstburg, and that's fine. I'll take that on. But it's all the officers. It's not just me. I'm just trying to shine a good spotlight on some of the things that the police are doing.
Well, I think it's phenomenal, Constable Nick. It's great that you are the face, and it's great that you are shining light on this for yourself and obviously your fellow officers. I love it. Keep up the great work. Everybody loves it. All the events you do, what you post on social media, everybody loves it. And I want to thank you once again for coming in here talking all about Cram Cruiser once again on the 29th from 11 until 2 at No Frills here in Amherstburg. You'll see an updated list within the next few days, and it's going to be a great time on the 29th. I know I'm going to stop in. I got to take a look at the list. Hopefully I can find something and help out, because Wings does do amazing stuff. And once again, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, coming here on the Berg and talking all about this event. And, some of the listeners out there getting to learn a little bit about you as well.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. This was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and best of luck with the event.
All right. Thank you.